What's going on, YouTube fam? This is Shreddy here. I just wanted to talk about a couple things that have just been on my timeline a lot recently. One of which is Young Thug's new outfit on his album cover, which is causing some kind of controversy with people. One post on Facebook that stood out to me was a picture of him and Three Stacks, and we all know Three Stacks was rather eccentric when it came to his style of dress. So, but the comment was posted by a guy, and his whole point was, what's the difference between the two? And a lot of people replied, "Oh, Three Stacks is lyrical. He's an artist. He's dope." And I mean, they're valid points. They ain't lying, but these aren't validating reasons to dress in such a manner. Now, me personally, I don't give a fuck, but I feel like Young Thug should be able to dress how he wants. I mean, honestly, that's one of the fucking rules when you get money, right? You get to do whatever the fuck you want. Fucking Bruce Jenner gets a sex change. When you get money, you can do stuff like that. But my whole point basically is, I mean, Prince did it, Andre did it. I think Thug should be able to do it. Like, um, honestly, if this is pissing you guys off, wait till you see what hip hop is going to be in the near future. Um, which brings me to the next point, which is I see a lot of older cats like late 20s, mid 30s, just posting a lot of memes about all old hip hop and new hip hop is dead and all that other shit. I mean, before I get into all that, let me first discuss with y'all like what hip hop is actually about. Hip hop was never meant to be an art form. Now, of course, like all things in the world, it's found its way into art, but that's not what it was originally made for. Like people, like the industry realized people like hearing words over beats, and they saw something that they could sell. And I think that the art to making good hip hop is making rap music that you can sell. Selling your hip hop is the art. And I mean, so don't get mad at these new guys who come out with sounds that sound generic or sound like somebody else that's done it before. Because if it's selling, then they've mastered the art. Because that's what it's about. Now, don't get me wrong, they got some dope artists out there like J. Cole, Kendrick, who actually put real artistry into their rap music. And I mean, I think that that's dope as well. But I mean, as far as like what hip hop has turned into, I really feel like people are scared to evolve. I feel like is the problem with a lot of people, especially like the last generation. Hip hop has never sounded the same in any 5 year interval. Like you give it 5 years, it's gonna turn into something completely different, and it's only getting even more of the case. Like I mean, in the next few years, hip hop might evolve every year. You know what I mean? Who knows? But I feel like in order to actually enjoy it to the fullest, you're gonna have to be able to evolve with it. Like if all you can think about is Nas, Jay Z, Big, and Pac, then you might need to just find another genre of music, man, because that's gone. Like I mean, yeah, Jay Z still doing his thing, Nas still doing his thing, but like they not rapping like how they used to be, man. And it's not their fault. You feel me? It's the new niggas' turn. It's just the way of the world, man. Like even in the animal kingdom, like eventually the old nigga gonna have to sit down and let the young buck do his thing, no matter how he running it. And I think that people need to mature a little bit as far as their taste in music. Because if you're gonna just bash hip hop for what it's evolved into, then were you truly a hip hop fan, or did you just like what you were hearing at the time? I mean, and not to mention the fact that I mean, like, all right, if you want to go like just solely based off the radio, then you're losing. Cause I mean, like, first of all, I'm a hip hop goer, and I'm not listening to the radio. Like, I mean, some radio hits be jamming. You feel me when you in the club mood and all that. But I mean, other than that, like, I actually go search for new, different artists and shit. Even some of the mainstream artists I fuck with. Like, I fuck with Future. Future talk that shit. I feel like Thug talk that shit sometimes. But I'm able to appreciate all types of rap music. Like I can appreciate all types of music in general. Like, and I feel like if people can't get with that, then maybe you need to find a new genre. You know, they got classical, alternative rock, heavy metal rock, country music, bluegrass. I mean, like whatever fancies you like. But if you can't, I mean, hip hop is not gonna do anything but change again and evolve into something else. And you can't be mad at what it turns into. Me personally, I find joy in just seeing what it becomes and seeing what people do with it. So there's that.